Hi, I'm Allie Hamilton at yogisanonymous.com, and I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions, but maybe in a slightly different way. I think that it's a useful thing to think about where you're at in your life right now and where you'd like to be, and to maybe, I don't think there's anything wrong with making lists. Sometimes just putting something on paper so that you can get it out of your head and take a look at it is really powerful. But to think about, resolutions that you can actually see through. And I think the best way to do that is to pick things that are inspiring to you, so maybe your resolution this year is to carve out time to pursue a passion of yours, something that really lights you up. Maybe you're not finding that in your day-to-day job, but there's something that speaks to you, that you're curious about, that you feel like you might be really good at, but you haven't given yourself the time, or you've talked yourself out of it. To give yourself that gift, to believe in yourself and to give yourself a little bit of time. That would be, I think, a really powerful, healthy resolution that you'd be excited about seeing through instead of dreading. I think the problem with most resolutions is there's like a guilt and shame that go along with them, and that's never going to be motivating or inspiring. You can also think about, personally where you're at and where you'd like to be. And certain things you have control over, right? And certain things you don't. You have control over how you show up. You have control over whether you decide to make time for yourself, to pursue things that are interesting to you, that you're curious about. You don't have control over how other people feel or what they're going to do or want, but you certainly have control over what you put out there. And maybe there's somebody that you like and you haven't allowed yourself to put the feelers out. Maybe that's something that you could do. It might work, it might not, but in life you have to swing the bat over and over again. And just see what sticks. I really think that's a huge part of it, is to not give up on yourself, fall down 7 times, stand up 8, and not to lose hope and not to get discouraged, and just to kind of keep checking in with yourself. And if you do make a list, you can check back in a few months and just see, where am I growing, and where have I sort of let go of the thread, and can I pick it back up again? I think those are useful resolutions. I think the rest of it, the stuff that people usually do, is just depressing, and all you want to do is burn that list after 2 weeks. So I wouldn't even go there. I would just look at the stuff that moves you, and those are the resolutions to make. Wishing you lots of love, joy, good health, laughter, peace, and every good thing in the new year. Namaste.